Hello, my dear friends, from my piano channel. So what I discovered now rocked my world, and this is a very important information about Yamaha digital and stage piano. I mean the portable. That what it means is the P series except the P515. This one put aside, but all the other P series and Modex and Montage, and also the CP series. What I'm going to tell you now is also valid to the CP series. The only series that is not affected from what I'm saying now is just the CLP and D series. The CLP and all this, the home pianos. So what I'm saying you, it's WAM, sound engine. What it means, it's just a simple sound engine. So I used to have a Modix 8. There is on my channel some videos on it. What I just discovered, because one of my plans was to buy the CP88 or the YC88. This was a plan of mine, and now it's going to change, and I'll understand. I'll explain what I want to say. So the CP88 and the YC88, both of them doesn't have string resonance. So it means they just like the Modix and the Montage. They doesn't have a piano engine. Their stage piano, Yamaha top of the range stage piano that trying to imitate Nord does not have string resonance. Do you understand me? I'm in shock when I'm saying this. The CLP, I think the P515 also, because it's got the engine of the CLP. But the CLP on Yamaha do have string resonance. But I guess all the P series except the P515. So if you want to buy a Yamaha piano, you cannot touch these models. So now, definitely, the better option is the Kawai MP7C, or any Kawai. Anyway, Yamaha is off the line here. They are making themselves not relevant, so Yamaha is not relevant. Because the technology is old, I'm sorry to say to Yamaha. If you didn't include a piano engine in your digital piano, so this is a shame. This is shameless. This is to do this on 2022, 2021. I'm in shock. So if we're going over the market, what's going on here? So Nord, I guess they have string resonance, but Nord, they are very expensive. Yamaha doesn't have string resonance, so it's a garbage. Sorry to say it, because I wanted Yamaha because they are putting the Fed piano samples and everything in the SS700, but not to put string resonance on your stage piano that cost more than all of the Kawais together. Shame on you. Just a simple sample engine for your pianos. This is unacceptable from Yamaha. So this is the first thing. So if you are buying, maybe the P515 is the only option. I don't know. I think it's got the same engine as the CLP. And the CLP has got the string resonance. They've got everything. So yes, the CLP. I used to have the CLP. So this is a very... The Clavinova range. So Yamaha is saving on you, I have to say. Kawai is not. Because what's going on is like this. There are only 4 companies, okay? Let's talk not 4 companies, let's talk about all the companies, okay? So, decibel, the problem is the Fatah action. So is the SS Studio, the problem is the pianos is it's good, it's I prefer sampled pianos, but the Studio Logic, the Numa player is a great piano, so, and they've got string resonance, but this is, this is like piano tech, this is a moduling piano, and Roland, I don't like pianos of Roland. So Roland is out, Yamaha is out. Decibel, because of the key action, is out. What's the name of this company? But they also use Fatah. Kurzweil. So I heard Kurzweil has a good pianos, but so listen, what's an absurd situation we are in. Listen, this is very important for you to share this and do like about this video, because I wanted to promote this video, the algorithm anyway. So what's going on is like this. Yamaha on their stage piano, let's say, if you're a pianist and you want to go to a show with piano, so Roland give you shitty piano sounds. Yamaha will give you good piano sounds without string resonance and the text, just simple. We take from 10 years ago. Okay? So without piano engines, okay? So Kawai will give you the best deal. They will give you pianos with piano engine and everything. And quality pianos, but the problem with Kawai, they are fixed in the head, so they won't enter new sounds, they won't put in their instrument things like fed piano and things like that Yamaha and Korg and Nord do. So Korg, next Korg are gorgeous pianos. I used to have Korg, a grand stage, wonderful piano. Okay, but today they stop manufacture the Korg grand stage, and there is the Korg SV2. So should you go on the SV2, it's got the same pianos of the Christian, the grand stage, but it got much less sounds and much less things, and it's cost more than the grand stage. So the great stage got much more sounds, more memory, more everything. So if I'll go with Korg, I will prefer maybe the Nautilus, maybe the Grand, I don't know, maybe the SV2. Yes, because of the speakers. Yes, maybe I will go with the Korg SV2. It's got nice section, likes everything. Okay. So first place is Kawai, second place is Korg. Why second place? Because the price. Third place is no. Third place is not because of the price, also because Korg do put in their grand stage anyway, there was a string resonance. Okay, so there isn't any left. So Kurzweil is also Fatar action. And I don't know how the amount of the samples of Kurzweil, so I never played the Kurzweil and I don't know. But it's so I wish there was as I always say, if someone of you can contact me so we can make a project together, because I want to develop a piano, but piano without a brain. Like I want the brain to be a laptop. I want the key action from Kawai, a quality speakers, 20 watt each side minimum, even if it's okay, 50 watt each side, with sound card built in on this key action, and speakers, and at least 4 ins combi, like a microphone and PL together. So there is a sound card and even a built-in looper on this. And the pianos, I would like the pianos from my computer, because I do not want to buy any more actions. And pianos I want to buy on my computer. Listen, there isn't a piano like this on any... Yes, Kawai does have a piano on this level, only Kawai, and Nord of course, but Nord it's very expensive. So if I'm getting the Kawai action, the PH3 action, and good speakers and sound card, everything on one machine, I think this will be the best stage piano in the world. And everyone will buy it, because the problem in most of these pianos, except the Kawai and the Nord, is the piano sounds and the piano engines. They are much inferior to the technology of today. Except Nord and Kawai, most of them does not have string resonance. This is the basic. And the ones that do doesn't have a sample bass engine, like the Numa X piano, like Roland. So what we are staying with, So this is a big news for you. Everyone that is watching me, do not touch Yamaha, because most of the pianists I'm seeing online, they don't understand on these levels of technology, because many a good musician that I'm seeing, even in my channel, many pianos are without string resonance, and it is what it is. But this is an old tech. All these pianos that I'm playing here now, like all of these, the native instruments, all of them got string resonance, damper resonance, action noise, everything. Everything, you've got here everything. And the options in the, once the stage, the musical instruments was the shit, they was the, but today they are inferior sound-wise to the computer. So I need to merge a MIDI keyboard with action from Kawai, with sound card built in and speakers built into this MIDI keyboard. This is what I want to develop. And today the only thing with the decent pianos inside is only Kawai. By the way, the Previa, the Casio, is marvelous. The Casio. Listen. We need to talk. Because I sold, this is what I've got here. Let me first of all disconnect the sound of the piano here. Okay? I do not want you to hear. Now, there isn't any sound you can see. I'm pressing the key action, and now I will trigger. So I sold my Korg Grand Stage. Someone wanted, someone here from Israel, a great guy. And I got stacked. I don't want to say stacked. I have my two previous. My Casio Previa PXS 1100, which is the red one, in front of me now. So this is the Casio, and I'm using it mainly as a keyboard action, as a MIDI keyboard to the pianos I've got on my computer. But listen, it got decent piano sound. Listen to the piano. And by the way, this piano, as cheap as it is, got a piano engine. So this one got string resonance, damper resonance, the amount, a damper sound, the hammer noise, everything you've got here. So this is a pretty good deal, okay? Because Korg on this price level, it's got the D1, and the D1 is got the action from the Korg Grand Stage and the SV2 and everything, got the great edging, but his piano sound doesn't have string resonance, and this one do. So anyway, for conclusion, let's leave the music alone for a second. Yamaha became irrelevant. If you want to buy Yamaha, only their wooden stand, their higher. Yamaha give you what you pay. Kawai give you much more than you pay. Roland give you what you pay, but Roland give you... in fact, Roland are better on the lower instruments. Like, if I will buy Roland, maybe I will buy the FP30X. Because this is sample the piano. By the way, if I would hesitate between this, I will go maybe with the FP30X, not other Roland. In fact, I need to go to play some Rolands because and some Yamahas, but the CP and the YC are a big disappointment, because if there was a piano engine inside, it was my next piano probably. So amazingly, Kawai is the best stage piano. Amazingly, after maybe the Nord, because all the rest, maybe yes, the SV2 it's pretty heavy, but it is not dedicated. The Korg is not dedicated like the Kawai. If you are looking for a dedicated action and sound, listen, this is a beautiful sound. Someone wrote me on a comment about this piano that Casio have a boxy sound in the middle section, like here. And at the beginning I tended to agree with him, so I made a like to his comment, but I start to understand that this is the sound of the piano. They sampled a pretty bright piano, as most of these companies, I don't know why, they are all sampling very bright pianos. But still, this is a beautiful piano. So, for conclusion, my recommendation: first of all, Yamaha, don't touch nothing except the P515 or the CLP and above. Do not touch the CP or the YC, unless you are want for organ sound and things like that, the YC. But in this price, you've got the Kawai MP7 SE, and it doesn't see them. It's much better than all of the Yamaha. Sorry to say it. So the Yamaha has the advantage of weight. They are a little bit less weight, are weighting 18 and a half, 19 kilos, and the MP7 22 and a half, but the MP7 is much better. Although there are more sounds of pianos on the CP and the YC, and they've got put there now the Fed sample and the Steinway, and in the sound business they are good, but the technology is shit. You cannot sim a wave engine. have to be some moduling on the piano, have to be some, you cannot do this on this year. There cannot be a way that Yamaha releases more than $2,000 piano without piano engine inside, without string resonance, damper resonance, lead up and down, string noises, hammer noises. Without all of these things, just a sample of the sounds. This is a shame to Yamaha. This is a shame. And also on the modics, and the problem that most of the musicians and even the pianists doesn't care. They don't understand on this shit, They do not care. They know how to play. They don't know the complexity of the sound engines of their piano. And I'm talking the top of the line musicians that do not care and that does not understand on this. They do not understand on this type of technologies. They just want to hear the piano, and for them to listen a good sample, they doesn't care if it have a string resonance or not, because they don't understand in this. You have to understand. So if Yamaha do put a piano engine, a proper piano engine, like and they have it on the CFX and the Bosendorfer, at least on these two, from the CLP line and the upper line, Ascension. Come on, people, Yamaha, shame on you. What's going on? You do have the technology. Don't be cheap. Anyway, so this is so as I told you, let's go back to the sheet. So the FPT is better than the Kawai, let's say the ES120. I don't know the ES120. I think the 920, 520 and the 120 does not have audio interface inside. So this is the only advantage from my perspective to the Roland. And if I'll touch the Roland, only the FP30X, not even the CP. I'm saying. The Roland, the RD88. At the beginning I thought about it because it does not have the sample piano. So anyway, this is in Roland only. Don't touch the Roland pianos. Only the FP30X, maybe. And on Kawai, the ES920 is gorgeous instrument. If you just interested in piano and you don't need, because listen, I'm here with the Casio PX S1100. I also purchased the PXX S3000. It was the same price because it was a B stock. Same price as this one. New. Anyway, I bought it because of the pitch bend and the mod wheel, but me, I don't understand myself sometimes. I'm always playing only the piano. So what do I do with the pitch bend and mod wheel? So 99% of times I'm not using this. So if you ask me, so now the ES120, it's got the best sound, the piano sound, but if it doesn't have a audio interface, so it's no better than this one, except the sound of the piano. But who loves Steinway D will prefer this one anyway. And I think the action here are more reliable, and there is something on the action on this Casio. I can play 4 or 5 hours and it feels good and my hand is not aching. So this is a great piano. I have to say, because in a way, at the beginning, I was a little bit upset with the sound. I thought something is not good, but with the time, my ears get used to the sound. And so is it comforting me? Yes, it is. And at the beginning, I was a little bit disappointed. No, at the beginning, I was very happy. Then I start to listen. To the shape of the sound. There is something happening on all the notes. So I thought that there is a layer here that I don't like. That is not the sample of the piano, but with the time my ear get used to it and I start to understand that this is the behavior of this piano. Yes, this is not the level of the Korg or this marvelous Steinway D, like, for example, this Steinway D. You see the depth of the sound. But listen. Listen how fast this action is. And I'm doing this way בכוונה, let's see how they call it. בכוונה, in purpose, deliberately. Yes,
intentionally, okay.
Intentionally. I'm doing this so the action won't go up all the way. So you will see how fast and how accurate this action. So as 88 weighted MIDI action keyboard, chapeau to Casio. This is a good bargain, the Casio. But on this level, there is a debatable discussion, because maybe I would go with the, if you can get the PXS 3000, because you've got the pitch bend, and it's got some features that this one does not have. But I have to say that the level of the sounds here are not the same as the level of the sound on the Korg or the Kawai. I'm talking the MP7C or the Korg Grand Stage, or the pianos is another level on these machines. Can it compare to the Yamaha? Of course. The P125, of course. Can it be compared to the Roland? I think the action here is better than Roland. I think the sounds here. I don't know about the FP30X. I need to try it. No, I think this piano is better. But the FP got better speakers and got internal sound card, so it's got a audio interface built in, so you can disconnect the sound of the piano, and you in fact can use the FP30X, the only one for now that you can use, and the P125 also, but the FP30X is better. So you can use it as what I wanted. MIDI keyboard with speakers and sound card built in. If you can, I guess you can do an audio off like here, but I mean this. Okay. So I guess there is a local on and local off feature on the FP30X, and then you are getting your piano sounds from your computer, and this is another level of talking. And you've got 11 watts of speakers each side, so and I have to admit that the EPs, the E-pianos on the Roland are the best. And the worst are the Casio. But the pianos are the Kawai. You know, Kawai are the best pianos. There isn't any conversation even here. So again, on this level, I will go or the Kawai or the Roland or this one. I'll prefer maybe this one. The Casio, I mean. never mind which Casio. Of course, the better ones are better because you've got more features, and this one doesn't have audio in, so I cannot use the speakers for using external piano sounds. On my PXS 3000 I can. So this is an advantage. And the upper level, upper echelon, on the stage pianos, only the Kawai. You don't need to touch anything else until you are getting to the Nord. And then it depends. Like, yes, if you are a professional keyboardist, I guess you are want to copy everyone and get a Nord. But I would go maybe with Numa Compact 2 on one floor of the stand, and Kawai MP7 SE the second floor, and this is the perfect gig setup. And you've got everything you want, even from almost from an order. And the price is there. So this is what I would do. Anyway, on the stage pianos, you can go with the Roland, but the pianos of Roland are shit. Sorry to say it. This is true. And the Yamaha pianos are shit. They are good samples, but no piano engine, so you don't need to touch the CP or the YC88. And the P, of course, maybe the P515, as I told you before. So, and the at-home digital pianos, all the Kawai family are great pianos for home. All Yamaha family are great pianos for home. Roland don't touch. Korg, they don't have, don't touch Korg home digital piano. They don't have something meaningful. So on wooden digital pianos, home digital pianos, I would go only with Yamaha or Kawai. Those are the two to touch them. I wouldn't touch Korg. Korg I would touch only on the workstation side. So workstation, I would go with Korg Nautilus and not the Modix. The simplest reason, again, as a pianist, Korg give me piano engine. And the Nautilus give sampler and everything you need. So I would go with the Nautilus, and I need to see the weight difference between the Nautilus and the SV2, because I think in the price they are pretty close, and I would go with the Nautilus because the look is nice, but the features are more important to me than the look, and I would go with the Nautilus and not the SV2, but I would love to have the SV2 too. So anyway, but yes, in Korg, if you want something with speakers and everything, SV2S, like SV2S, the 88 version, great speakers, and you will enjoy your piano. So yes, if you are going on a Korg. So yes, the SV2. The SV2 is a player. So on the professional stage pianos, The SV2 is a player, and the Kawai MP7 SE is a player, and of course the Nord. The Nord piano, is better action, the Nord Grand I mean, but also the Nord, although the Nord have fatar action, but they are tweaking it to be more light, I think. Anyway, so this is, and so for conclusion, my recommendation for now it's end of August 2022. For what there is now in the market. On the entry, do not touch Yamaha. Only or Kawai or Roland or Casio. The Roland, the only of FP30X, maybe the 60X. Do not touch. The 90X is also good, you know. Although the 90X got the 90X doesn't have a sample bass, but it's got a better piano engine than the RD2000 and the Phantom. I don't know why, but I saw now a movie, a video from Stu Harrison from Miriam Pianos. He talked about the different sound engine on Roland. I encourage you to see it. It's a great video. And you can see that the best piano engine is the FP90X now, today, there in Roland, not the Phantom. But I think he also agree. I think that the FP30X is the best there. So I don't know. You should look it for it anyway. On the stage piano, like the professional stage piano, I would go only. I would not touch Yamaha. Again, if you are a pianist, yes, I would not touch any of Yamaha. Not Montage, not Modix, not CP, no CP, nothing of Yamaha. Sorry. Or the Kawai MP7 SE, or of course, if you can, the Kawai MP11, but it's very heavy, so I don't recommend. Or the Roland. I don't know about the RD88. I don't know about it because it's a sample bass, but I don't like the piano. You should see the movie Stu Harrison and Miriam Pianos do on the Roland engine. I will try to put a link, but this is a very important video. But anyway, so on the stage piano, Korg SV2 or the Kawai MP7 SE or the Nord Stage 3, Nord Stage, the new one. I don't know if they have a 4. Yes, the Nord Piano 5. I don't know these ones. And of course the Nord Grand, because it's got the Kawai action, but in the MP7 you've got the same action, so, and it's half price and even better pianos to my opinion. And with the computer it's the same thing, but it's a matter of taste. But Anyway, this is, and on the home pianos, digital pianos, only Kawai and Yamaha. Those are the ones. Only Kawai and Yamaha. You can try the decibel. I don't know the action of the decibel and the Kurzweil and the Studio Logic, but the decibel and Kurzweil are samples, as I understand. And that's why I prefer them over the Numa X piano. So this is the live. This is what I wanted to do with just on my YouTube channel. So this was a digital piano talks. Was my conclusion, and I have to make it today because I just find out, because I almost bought myself a CP88 or YC88, but when I found out there isn't any, there will be no piano engine. I told them, come on, don't fuck with the piano guy without a piano engine. This is not working like this. Listen to this piano of the Casio, just Casio. This is $700 piano. And by the way, this is much better action than the Yamaha P125. The Yamaha GHS is horrible action. Anyway, the Yamaha will kill your fingers. You have to remember, Yamaha are finger killers because of the heaviness of their action. And Roland is stiff, muddy. Till he moves. You will not get this fast action. This action you can get only on Casio and Kawai. And Fatar, they are saying it's fast and everything, but Fatar is very heavy action. So all the action in the market are heavy, too heavy, except Casio and Kawai, that are the same weight as the regular pianos. The only actions. And this is the sound of the piano from this little baby. So for gigging, it's good enough. And in the studio, you have your own piano, you don't need this piano. But for gigging, this can do the job pretty good. Listen to the sound. You want to hear the string resonance? Listen to the string resonance. You hear? But if I do something without, it stops fast. Here you can hear the string resonance. You can hear this 4. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Bow to this. Bow. So you can hear, this is a beautiful piano. This is the internal sound. Yes, it's not the level of the VST, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's touching. It's hardly touching this. You know what? Now I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. So I had the best pianos in the world at my possession. I had the MP7 SE. I sold it. I'm sorry for that. I had the Korg Grand Stage. I sold it also. I'm sorry for that also, but I'm not sorry because I had an amazing trip. But now I know where to go. I know what is the map. I know what is to see in the world, where not to go. Listen, the real piano I want to do, as I told you, I want a piano without sounds. The sound will come out from the computer just to connect USB and lead audio cable to the computer, place for the computer on the stand, speaker sounds card built in, and this is the best stage piano or digital piano. So this is a great piano anyway. I'm enjoying it, so don't touch Yamaha. So this is the big news of this video. Do not touch Yamaha unless you want to buy a digital piano for home. Don't touch Yamaha. And Yamaha, Kawai, all the ranges are good. The starter, like the Kawai, is 110, 120. All the Kawai home digitals. Kawai, all the instruments are marvelous. Roland only FP30, maybe RD88, but I don't know. I would not touch it. No. Casio, the PXS are marvelous. Korg, everything is good. But the D1 does not have string resonance, but it's a good deal of a beginner stage. I would not touch the Korg B2 and all of these, the cheaper ones. I don't know. No, the Korg only the top models touch. From D1 and above and up. Okay, this is the Korg. And what else? Nord are good and expensive, but doesn't bring really anything new that Kawai does not give, except they are bringing the felt piano. So I'm waiting for Kawai to do things like that. Bring us instruments that we can download sounds, and this will be a great thing. Because Decibel are doing this, you know. So thank you for listening and bye. I will see you the next time. Register to my channel. Who is watching? This is the channel for the piano enthusiasts. Bye.